Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. After we played Aeon's End last week, we're back into the Terra Mystica universe as we play the namesake game, Terra Mystica. In this game, we're playing fantasy factions, witches, dwarves, and the like, to build up settlements for our faction with the goal of having the most victory points at the end of the game. You'll notice a lot of similarities to Gaia Project, which I've featured on the channel multiple times, and I featured this one before on the channel as well. So with that, let's go meet tonight's factions, and we'll start first with my chosen faction. Once again, I am playing the Witches for this game. So they start off with 2 on the Cult of the Air track, and we'll see that when we go to finish final setup. So their special ability is whenever they form a town, they get an additional 5 victory points. And when they build their stronghold, they get an action of once per turn, they can place a free dwelling on any forest terrain. So you can see we've got all our dwellings here, which we can upgrade into trading stations, and then those can upgrade either right into the stronghold or temples, which temples then can upgrade into sanctuaries. We'll get everything that's uncovered on the income phase, but more on that when we actually come back to the income phase. But anyway, that'll do it for the Witches, my faction. Now let's go meet the Automa faction. We are having a rematch of the first time I played this game on the channel. So the Nomad faction, we actually aren't going to worry about anything on here except for a way to organize the structures. So what we're more interested in is the Automa faction card. They're playing as the Simpletons, so they start up on one level on each track. Whenever they take a faction action, they'll transform and build into a desert, and they'll get 2 victory points for that. We're also playing with the easiest Automa difficulty. So in rounds 1 and 2, for the whole game, whenever they see X is equal to 0. For the shipping track, which is the number of water spaces you can skip when you're determining adjacency, they'll be considered at 0 for rounds 1 and 2, and then 1 for the rest of the game. Anyway, that's it for the Automa faction, and similar to Gaia Project, we can earn additional bonus points for certain actions during the course of the game, so let's go through those. As long as we're up here at the board, let's go ahead and finish the Automa setup. So I've got to remember, do I place a dwelling first and then they place, or after I place my first dwelling? Okay, so for my first dwelling, I think I'm going to place... I tend to go a little more toward the center of the board if I can, so I'm going to go right here. Then we'll shuffle the Automa deck up. And we'll draw a random card from it. The symbols down here are what are relevant for setup purposes. So we come down to a different card. So using the desert structures, we see D starts them here, and that's around their power. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a dwelling out there and then grab one of their power tokens to go around that. And then structure F. Where was F? Okay, F is way up over here. So that one's at least somewhat close to me, but then I get to place my second dwelling. Where do I think I'm going to make a connect? Do I think I'm going to be able to connect through here? That is a big ask. That is asking for a lot of workers to try to make that connection. I think I'll put my second dwelling down... yeah, I might as well. I'll put it down over here so I can maybe get some power off of that, but that's all handled. So we've got the Automa board all set up. You can see it off shot here a little bit. We'll zoom in on that toward the end of the game, but that's the faction that's the cult track. So over here we've got the Cult of Fire, then the Cult of Water, then Earth, and finally Air. You can see the Automa is playing in yellow. They start up in level 1 of each. I'm in green, and I start up on level 2 of Air. But anyway, That's not what brings me over here. What brings me over here is the bonus tiles. So for round 1, if we can get the Stronghold or a Sanctuary out, we'll get 5 victory points. For every 2 or up on the air track, we'll get an extra worker in the income phase, and the AI won't earn any victory points for that. In round 2, every dwelling we put out will be worth an extra 2 victory points. For every 4 levels we're up on the fire track, we'll gain 4 power, and then the Ottoman will gain 4 victory points. If we can form a town in round 3, we'll gain 5 victory points, and then for every 4 we're up on the earth track, we'll get a spade, and 0 victory points for the Ottoman. Then round 3, every trading station we put out will get us 3 victory points. Every 4 we're up on the air track gets us a spade, and then the Ottoman will get 6 victory points. This one's probably going to be a game breaker. For every temple we put out, we get 4 victory points. For every priest we have on the cult tracks, we get an extra 2 coins on income. The Ottoman will get 8 victory points. And then the final scoring tile of the game. I think we can do that. Every trading station we put out gets us 3 victory points, and the Ottoman will get 6 victory points. Alright, we got the town tiles off a shot. I won't explain all of those, or the favor tiles until those come up. But anyway, I think the last thing we need to do is we need to select first round boosters. So the Ottomans is very simple. They get the first round booster. Then as for me, I could get the Stronghold out, but I'm going to need... Actually, no, I could get it just as is. So I think... I think I'm going to take the... Actually, let me go through round boosters real quick. So the one the Ottoman has is as a special action, you can advance 1 in any cult track, and you get 4 coins on the income phase. These aren't great tiles from the looks of it. You gain 3 power on income, and for the round, you're considered to have a +1 in your shipping track. That actually might not be terrible to take, just because I'm eyeing something I could do right here. This gives you 2 income on the income phase, and you can build a dwelling with a free spade. Then this one gives you 3 victory points for every level on the shipping track you are when you pass, and you get 3 power on. You gain 3 power on the income phase. This one gives you a power on the income, or a worker on the income phase, and 2 points for every trading station when you pass. So which one do I actually want? The problem here is I can do either one, but I can either build an extra dwelling or rush my Stronghold out, and honestly, I think the better play in this situation is to rush my Stronghold out. So, question is, what do I want to do that? Do I want to set up... I think I'd rather set up for round 2 when I'm likely to be strapped for workers. So I'm going to grab the worker on income phase and 2 victory points for every trading station I have when I pass. But anyway, we're all set to get this game started, so let's get right into this playthrough. I I think I talked about this the first time I played Terra Mystica on the channel, but one thing I did want to be a little more conscious of was showing you guys the player board on the income phase so you can actually see what's going on as I'm gaining everything. So I'll gain anything that's uncovered on my board. So in this case, I'll gain 3 workers, plus a 4th because of my round booster. And that is actually it. So we'll tip back up to the board. Zoom out just a touch so we can see everything. And then what do I want to do for my first round? If I'm committing to getting my stronghold out right away, then what I think I want to do here is I'm going to spend 6 credits getting 4 back in change because I can't do first grade math tonight. And spending 2 workers to upgrade this dwelling into a trading station. And then the Automa, the way they determine their actions, they draw 2 cards. This one is the support card, this one's the action card, and then this one becomes the action card for the next Automa turn. Alright, they're taking a power action, blocking 2 from the right and getting no victory points for that. So I'll make a discard pile up there, blocking 2 from the right and getting no victory points. Now, I need 4 workers, which I have, and 6 credits, and 6 coins, which will bring me down to 3. And that'll get my stronghold on the board, and get me a bonus 5 victory points right out of the gate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then now that the Automa is in the perpendicular section of cards, they are potentially passing for the turn, and I'll know if they're passing if there's a red scroll icon up in this section of the action card. There is, and they're passing. So they take the leftmost booster, and they return that to the same spot. Then before I herp-a-derp, I will remember to rebuild the Automa deck. We'll shuffle this up. So we kind of got away with one a little bit in this first round, where they were only able to take 1 action. And then I will tip the bottom 2 cards. So you can see how the bottom 2 cards are perpendicular. When the Automa gets into those cards, that's when they're potentially passing. And then they get no victory points for that. So I get a power token, which gives me a free build, which I think I will take advantage of that to get a... where do I want this dwelling? Do I want it... I think I want to put this dwelling up here. That's basically a free worker every turn. So I will actually pass here, and I'm going to need coins badly. So I think I'm going to take this booster, which gives me a free action to advance 1 on any cult track and 4 coins. So I'll return that. And then that was actually a pretty uneventful round 1, so I'm going to leave this out for the time being. Anyway, that is round 1. Round 2 is all about putting out dwellings. On income phase, I will get 4 coins, which will bring me up to 7. 3 workers. And I'll gain 2 power, so 2 will move up into bowl 2. Then we'll tip back up to the board, and because the Automa passed first, they're actually first player this round, so their first action is they're upgrading a building, a structure. They're trying to go to a trading station, which they can do. They come up 2 from the bottom of the board, so 1, 2, they'll upgrade this dwelling into a trading station, and they'll get no victory points for that. So, actually, I should have gotten one more worker because I was up 2 on the air track from the start of the game. So anyway, that is all done for me. So my first action, if I'm all about dwellings this round, I think first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to... I don't think I'm getting up the fire track with anything resembling speed. Because if I clean myself out to get a trading station, I'm not going to have enough credits to do anything with it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my free place, my free dwelling placement for my stronghold to put a dwelling down here and give myself 2 extra victory points because that's the round action. Then that's discarded. This is now their support card, the support card for the Automa. So their next action is they're blocking again. Actually, no, they're transforming and building this time around their power based on priority A. So based on priority A, they're going to transform any space they can find of this mountainous, hill area into a desert. And they're going to build a dwelling there, which will give them 1 victory point. But because I have a dwelling adjacent, I can also gain a power for free. I'm going to say charge and gain interchangeably because I'm so used to the terminology from Gaia Project. But anyway, I'll grab another action token here because I think I'm going to take the special action on my booster to go up the... I think I'm going to go up the Earth track here. And then the Automa is potentially passing because they're in their perpendicular section of the deck. They are not passing. They're going to block 3 from the right. So they're blocking off the power action, which would give 7 coins, but they're not getting any victory points for that. Let's see. Then for my next turn, that space would take 3 spades. I don't think I'm getting there. Either one of those would take 1, or I can start working on potentially getting a town going over here. So that's what I think I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to spend 2 coins and 1 total of 4 workers, because I'm going to need 1 spade for this. So I'll transform this section into a forest, and I'll put a dwelling down here, which will give me 2 more bonus victory points, bringing me up to 29. And then the Automa is in their last card of the round. The only question is if they're taking the action or not. They are. So they're sending a priest to the air track, which is a little bit of a problem for me, but 1, 2, 3. And then that is end of round for them, so they will claim that booster, the one that gives them 3 points for every set level on the shipping track they are, and gain 3 power on income phase. So we'll rebuild the Automa deck, shuffle that up. So now I've got to look into the possibility. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself there. The Automa is still the first player, by the way. So I've got to look into the possibility that I might actually be able to form a town next turn in this middle section of the board, but let's not get ahead of myself there. Unfortunately, I will need to pass, though. So I think with the possibility of forming a town in the middle of the board in mind, I am going to grab this booster. That'll let me take a free... That'll let me build a dwelling with a free spade and 2 coins on the income phase. So I'll return that. The Automa does get 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this booster, this round tile can actually go back to the box because I don't have enough level on the fire track to gain any power from that. So anyway, that was a very uneventful round 2. Round 3, and we're looking at building building towns. I will gain 2 power from having my stronghold out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 workers. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 coins from my round booster, bringing me back up to 7. So tipping up toward the board, the Automa will start us off by upgrading again. Looks like they're upgrading another trading station. That should have a power around it, by the way. So they're upgrading to a trading station again, which coming up from the bottom of the board, 1, 2. So they're upgrading this one to a trading station, not getting any victory points, but I do get my first power into Bowl 3. Okay, so now I am going to take my free build a dwelling action with a free spade, and I'm going to build right here. So that'll be 2 and 1 to pay for the normal build a dwelling action, finding a forest tile and putting a dwelling down there. Okay, so for the Automa, this now becomes their support card and their new action. There's their transforming and building around their power on priority A. So they are actually going to build right here. So they're going to transform and build right up here. So I'll find a desert for them. They'll get a dwelling with a power token, and that side of the board is very hemmed in right now. Not that I'm remotely surprised by that, but that'll give me another power into Bowl 2. Now for my turn, I think we just go for the town here. So we'll spend 3 credits, 3 coins, because we've got a couple of dwellings adjacent to the Automa. So 3 and 2 workers. To put out a trading station, I'll put it here. And then that actually does form a town, because the requirements to form a town, and I'll see if I can zoom in. Didn't mean to jar the camera there. I'll see if I can zoom in just a touch. But the requirements for forming a town are you have to have at least 7 power of seven power of structures. The stronghold counts for 3. It's hidden back there, but the trading station counts for 2. And then we've got 2 dwellings there for a total of 7 power. And at least 4 structures. Once again, stronghold, trading station, and 2 dwellings. So that gives me a town. What do I want to do with it now? Or what do I want to take with it? Well, the question is, what's going to give me the most help right now? If I take the 6 victory points and 8 power, that could let me get off to the... That could potentially let me get some of my power actions going, which wouldn't be an all bad idea right now. So I think that is the one I'm going to take. So I'm going to take 6 victory points and 8 power. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. Is it 29? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 35, and 8 power, which lets me move all but 2 into Bowl 3. And then the Automa has 1 more card. They are blocking a power action, 3 from the right. So they're blocking off the one that would give me 7 coins. Right, so that would have been a useful one for me to have, actually, but no dice now. I could just spend 3... I could just spend 3 power right now to get a priest, and I think that's what I'm going to do. So we'll go 3 power. Oop, there's already a power token right there. Derp. And get a priest. And now the autumn is into the, the perpendicular section of the deck, so they're potentially passing here. They are not. They're sending another priest to the air track. So that track is probably a lost cause at this point for us. Anyway, coming back to my turn now. Well, we've got power to play with here. I could take a free... Actually, I could build a mine with 2 free spades. And I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. So I'm going to work on... I'm going to see if I can maybe do something over on this side of the board. So that's going to be 6 power, so 3, 6... To build a mine with 2 free spades, so 2 and 1... which will make me completely coin broke this round, but... So 2 free spades, I'll put a forest down... I'll put a forest down here, and I'll build a dwelling here. And I did forget to give myself 5 extra victory points for building the town, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have been up to 40, because that is the bonus action this round. And then the autumn is on their last card of the round. The only question is, are they passing or are they taking the action? They are passing, so they get no victory points, and they take the leftmost tile, leftmost round booster once again. So they will still be the first player. We'll go ahead and rebuild the deck. Now I've got to decide what, if anything, I want to do with this priest. I could try to make my terraforming, or my transforming a little bit cheaper next round. The only problem with that is I'm not going to have any coins to do that with. Unless I take the booster that gives me 4 coins on income, but that's only going to give me 4 coins. I think at any rate I'm going to need that round booster, so... The question is... I could use a free spade, too. Well, I've also got a free building here where I can place a dwelling on any forest. So I might as well go ahead and use that. I'll place that up here. And then I think 4 on the earth track would give me a free spade. Do I think that's worth it? Yeah, actually I kind of think I do, especially if I'm going to start doing more on the other side of the board. So I'm going to send this priest to the earth track, get 3, advance 3 on that track, 1, 2, 3, which will give me a power back. And then I am going to pass. So I will take this round booster that'll give me 1 on the... That'll let me advance 1 on any track, but more importantly, 4 coins during the income phase. So, cult bonuses. At the end of the round, I actually do get a free spade, which I'll put that... Where do I want to put that? I'm assuming I want to put a forest out. Priority A is going to hit this first if the Automa decides to go for it. But anyway, that round action is all done, so that can go back to the box as well. Round 4 now, and we're looking at placing trading stations. On income, we got a total of 6 coins, which is actually very needed this round. So 2, 4, 6. We gain 3 power, 1, 2, 3, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 workers. 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So that gives me a total of 9 workers, which I can also spend as coins if I desperately need to, and I might. So I'll zoom out, touch here, and then the Automa will start. They are going to start by sending another priest to the air track. So yeah, that air track is definitely looking like a lost cause. They're up to level 8 on there already. And then for my turn, well, I think we're going to start with 4 workers and 2 money. So I can we'll transform and build here. So we'll place once I can find a forest right here. So we'll place a forest there, and we'll put another dwelling out there. Okay, so that's all done. And then the Automa, their next action, will be upgrading to a trading station. So counting back 3. So 1, 2, 3. They'll upgrade this dwelling to a trading station, getting 1 victory point for that. And I will and I'll gain a power. Once again, I'm using charge and gain interchangeably. Like I said, I'm still used to the terminology from Gaia Project, but anyway. Honestly, I kind of hosed myself a little bit here, but not catastrophically. So I'll spend, I'll use my free power action on the... Actually, no, I can use that later. I'm going to use this action to build a dwelling out there on that section to make another interconnected area. Then the Automa will block 4 from the right. So this one should have been... These 2 should have been clear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blocking off, giving me 2 workers. Not catastrophic there. Then we're going to spend 3 coins, coming down to 1, and 2 workers to upgrade a dwelling to a trading station, which will give me an extra 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. And then the Automa will be taking a faction action around their not power structures. Around their not power structures, priority A, except around their not power structures, I've got them completely boxed in. So I don't think this has happened before. So I'm not sure how that would work out, because like I said, I've got them completely boxed in right now. None of the marked structures are adjacent. Yeah, since they're trapped, I think they just have to go around the power structure. So looking here, they'll actually build on this water structure first. They'll actually build here. Like I said, I've got them trapped. I've got them boxed in here, so that's the only reason I'm doing it this way instead, around their power structure. And then they get 2 victory points for that. Then I will go ahead and take the action here to go up 1 on any cult track I want. I think I'll go up on the air track. We'll do that. Actually, that's not air. That's water, but that's the one I want to go up on. Air is probably a lost cause for me. So now the Automa is potentially passing because they're into the perpendicular section. They're not. They're going to be upgrading. They're going to be trying to upgrade to a trading station, which they can. They also they would get a favor tile as well, but they're not around a power strut. But they're not in round 5 or 6. So coming up 2. So 1, 2. They're going to upgrade this dwelling to a trading station, and that gives them round 4. That still doesn't give them any victory points. Let's see, then for me, I'm actually one short of being able to upgrade to another trading station, but I think I'd rather my next upgrade is probably going to be to a I'm probably going to end up upgrading to either a trading station or a temple next turn. So I think with that in mind, I'm actually going to pass here, take first player back. And what booster do I want now? I think I want the... I think I want the... Free spade and 2 coins on income. I'm having serious coin problems in this game, but no help for that at this point. I'll keep that. And then this, once again, is the last card of the Automa's deck. The only question is if they're performing the action or not. They are not, so they take this booster once again. I'll build the deck. And then because I'm not up high enough on the air track, I don't get the spade to use for... I don't get the spade to use here, so that won't be a thing here. But anyway, set the deck there. So that can go back to the box as well. Round 5 up next, and the goal here is about putting down temples. On income phase, the last 4 of my power moves up into bowl 3. I get a total of 6 coins because I have 2 trading stations on the board, and I've got 1 from the booster, and I get a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 2, 4, 6. Yep, 8 workers. Wow. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. So going back up to the board, that now begs the question of can I get 2 temples on the board this turn? Honestly, it's probably not that far out of the realm of possibility. Because the problem here is I'm going to need 5, 7, I'm going to need a total of 12 resources to get those down, and I've got to remember that when I put another trading station down over here, I'm forming a town. So the only question there is, do I think I'm taking a resource, or what do I think I'm doing here? So, So what do I think I need? Do I think I need more power? Speaking of which, those should all be off. Do I think I'm going to need power, coins? Well, I can have a think about that, but I think the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to pay Well, we are going to go ahead and pay 2 and 3. Go ahead and put down the trading station so that we form our next town. So I'll put this trading station here. And we'll form our second town over on this side of the board. So as you can see, I've got 2 trading stations, which are good for 2 power, and then 3 dwellings, which are 1 each for a total of 7. Now, which one do I want? 8 power basically gives me enough breathing room for... If I take 8 power, I can take a couple of power actions to get enough breathing room for the round. Or 2 victory points and go up 2 in every track. Not sure if I like that as much. But that is an option as well. Actually, almost anything is a reasonable option at this point. Because right now, I have... Let's see, I would need 7, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I would be 1 short of being able to put down two temples this turn. So I think I'm going to play it safe here. And I'm going to take 5 victory points and 6 coins. So I'll put that here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which brings me over to 48 and 6 coins. 2, 4, 6, bringing me up to 10. Then the Automa will lead their round 5 off by taking a power action, 2 from the right, so they block off the dwelling with a free spade, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And then then it's my turn, so I will pay 5 and 2, 5 coins and 2 workers to put my first temple out on the board, which I'll upgrade this trading station into a temple, and that gives me a favor tile. Question is, which one do I want? Honestly, just taking raw favor right now is not the worst idea in the world, especially figuring that the air track right now is completely a lost cause at this point. So yeah, I think I'm just going to focus on tracks that I actually have a chance of winning on. So I'll take the... I'll actually take the... Do I want the water track or do I want the earth track? So yeah, I think I'm going to take almost anything except air track at this point. Actually, taking earth track here would give me 4 power, which I think is what I'm going to take. So I'm going to take the 3 favor on the earth track, so that'll move me up 1, 2, 3, give me 4 power, so 2, 4 into bowl 3. And then looking at the Automa, right, so they are upgrading to they can't upgrade to a trading station, so they'll have to upgrade to a temple. Actually, a temple first. So 1, 2, 3. They'll upgrade this trading station to a temple. And then since I've got a temple right there, I will spend 1 victory point to gain 2 more power. They also get no victory points for that, but because it's round 5, they get to take a favor tile, and I think it's based on catch-up is what that icon is. So wherever we're closest together, I think. Just double-checking that here. Yes, a track where they're at 0, but they're not. Track where the Automa's marker is nearest to me, so it's probably going to be the water track. So they actually get the 3 favor on the water track, which is rather unfortunate, but it's not entirely catastrophic. I think right now that is very recoverable. And then looking at my turn, speaking of that, Well, I think I will go ahead and... Do I want to go ahead and put the next priest, the next temple out now, or... what's this? Okay, that's looks like string. Okay, so I've got plenty of power to work with here. Doo-dee-doo. Yeah, I think I might as well. So I'll go ahead and spend the 5 coins and 2 workers. I should have also given myself 4 victory points for the first temple I put out, bringing me up to 51. I'll upgrade this trading station to another temple, and I'll take the 3 favor on the fire track, which will let me go up there. So 1, 2, 3, give me another power into bowl 3, and another 4 victory points. I'm not going to derp and forget this time, which 1, 2, 3, 4 will bring me up to 55. Then the Automa will transform and build around their power structures based on priority A. Looks like their priority A is going to be the same. Yeah, so they've only got... It's hard to see, but they've only got that style of space available to them. So 1, 2, they'll actually transform and build here. And they'll get 1 victory point for that, which I'll give them that while I get them their structure out. So they're actually starting to make a connection over in my neck of the woods. I'll grab them another power token. Right. Let's see here. Then I think while it's available to me, I'm kind of eyeing my coins a little bit panicky, so I'll take the power action to give me 4 more coins, bringing me back up to 7. And I can probably start putting out some more trading stations this round. But anyway, next action for the Automa is they're going to advance on... They're going to send a priest to the track 3 from the right. So 1, 2, 3. So they're actually putting a priest on the water track. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then coming back to my turn, now I can start putting out some trading stations again, which might not be a completely terrible idea. So I think we'll go 3 down to 4 and 2 workers to upgrade this dwelling to a trading station. And then the Automa will take a power action, blocking 1 from the left and getting no victory points for that. Let's see, my turn. I think we'll spend 3 power to get a priest. The only question is, where am I sending that priest? I don't expect I'll have to find out right now, but the Automa is potentially passing because of possible end of round. They're not. They're sending another priest to the air track, finishing that out, so they get all the way to the top there. All right, I figured that would be a lost cause, but I'll send my priest to a track where I think I can win. So I'll actually concentrate on the fire track 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, which will give me another 2 power because I passed a power threshold here. And then the AI is the Automa is potentially passing. The only question is if they're taking the action or not. They are not. They're taking this round booster once again, returning that, and then they're getting ready for round 6. The final round of the game. I'll give them their 8 victory points once I get done preparing the deck. They'll also be first player, by the way. Just wanted to make sure we got that straight. those two are turned. All right, and then looking at my turn, I'm actually going to go ahead and take the free build a mine action, so 2 coins and a worker. I'll transform... I know I've got more forest tiles in here. I just gotta... here we go. I will transform this, and I'll build a dwelling here. Then I will... I'll use my free dwelling to place one... Where do I place it at this point, honestly? I think I'll just place it... here, because... yeah, here, because why not at this point? Let's see, then I will... pass. Question is, which booster do I want now? I'm getting 2 priests this round, so it is not out of the realm of possibility that... Well, I've got to keep in mind, too, that the bonus action next round is trading station, so I think I want extra coins to be able to augment that. And I forgot to give the AI their 8 victory points after I swore up and down that I would remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so they're all set there. Then we are into round... Okay, all this comes off. I'll do cult bonus on the income phase, but anyway, that is it for round 5. Round 6, and the goal of the round is trading stations. Income phase, we're going to be quite busy. So we get a total of, that's 2 trading stations out. We get 2, 4, 8 coins. So 5, 7, 8. 4 power. 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers. 2, 4, 6, 8. And 2 priests. So now we'll tip back up to the board, but the Autumn is actually the first player for this round. So they are also considered now to have a shipping value of 1. So with that, their first action is to take a power action blocking 1 from the left, and they get no victory points for that. Now, I'm going to see if I can soak the... Oh, I almost forgot. For every priest I have on the cult tracks, I should have gotten an extra 2 coins. So because I have 2, I should have gotten 4. I should have gotten 4 more coins. Now, let's see what we can do here with... let's see what we can do here with the... Actually, I'm going to take a quick break here. Sorry for the delay. I had to fire off a message about an email I got. But anyway, so my plan here is to try to soak that action tile, which reminds me, that one can come off the board, because now we're done with that, now that I've remembered to give myself the extra 4 coins for the priests I have on the cult track. I'm probably going to send 2 more there this round, but what I'm going to do with that remains to be seen. I could potentially close the gap on the Automa, especially since it looks like their advance on a cult track action is gone. Which that wouldn't be a completely terrible idea, but I'm going to get started on soaking the round on the action bonus. So we'll spend 3 coins and 2 workers to upgrade this dwelling into a trading station, and that'll give me 3 more victory points. 1, 2, 3. Then the Automa's next action will be to try to upgrade. Looks like they've got a trading station available, so counting out 3 from the top of the board. 1, 2, 3. They're upgrading the one around their power and getting 1 victory point for that. And because it's not around one of my structures, I can't charge any power off it. So they'll get that. Then my turn, I think we'll run back the trading station upgrade. So 3 more coins and 2 more workers to upgrade this one to a trading station, and that'll give me 3 more victory points. 1, 2, 3. And then the Automa taking a faction action around their not power structures on priority B, which funnily enough gives them access to this space. So we'll get a desert out for them. Then they'll build there. And they'll get 2 victory points for that. Then for my turn, I'm actually fresh out of trading stations, so I might as well spend 2 workers and 5 coins to upgrade this trading station into a temple. And what favor tile do I want? It would take me almost everything I have to get to the... It would take me almost everything I have to get to the... to catch up to them on the water track. Which might still be worth it, actually. So I will go ahead and take the favor tile. That gives me 2 favor on the water track, and as an action I can go up by 1 on any track. So that'll let me go up 2 on the water track, and that'll give me a power as well. Then the Automa will take a power action, blocking 2 from the right, and getting no victory points for that. Let's see here. Another option could be... Oh, I should have an extra 10 victory points as well, because I forgot about my special ability. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. Because I formed 2 towns this game, so I should have an extra 10 victory points coming out of that. So, let's see. So my next goal here... Actually, did they take a power action blocking that bridge off? They did. Okay. So just so I make sure I have that completely straight. Let's see. That space up there would take 2 spades to get to. That might actually be worth it. Because right now, if the game were to end right now, we'd be tied on longest continuous space. So I think I will go ahead and burn 5 power. Actually, yeah, I need to burn 5 power. It looks like 4, 5, and 6. To be able to then spend those 6 power to take a build a dwelling with 2 free spades. So I'll transform up here, which will be the 2 spades I need. Where is there another forest tile hiding here? Desert. Ah, here we are. So there's that. I'll put a forest down there. Okay, and then the Automa we'll take another advance on a cult track, except they want to go here, but they've already got all their priests there, so they'll send a priest here and go up 2 on the earth track. Then looking at my turn, what do I want to do here? Well, I guess I'll send a priest to the... Let's send a priest to the fire track, so we'll go up 2 to 8, which will give me 2 power. And then the Automa will take a power action, blocking 3 from the left and only open counts. So 1, 2, 3. So they'll block there, and they won't get any victory points for that. My turn, I will take the special action on this favor tile to go up 1 in any track. I'll go up the... let's go up the water track. Yeah, let's go up the water track. The AI is now into their parallel 2 cards of the deck, so they are potentially passing. They are not. They're going to upgrade. Trying to upgrade to a trading station, except they can't, so they'll upgrade to a temple. And actually, they'll upgrade to a temple instead. So counting 3, 1, 2, 3, they'll upgrade this trading station to a temple. Then they'll take a favor tile from the... based on the scoring, so they'll take the water track. So they'll go up. That's what the catch. That's what the. Wait. No. Hang on. I don't think they take from the water track. They send it to the water track, but they take based on where we're closest. And they're actually closest on the earth track right now. So they'll take the highest favorite tile they can get from the earth track, which will be this tile that would give them... That'll give them 2 favor on the earth track, and it would give me 1 power and a worker on the income phase. So it'll go up 2 on the earth track. Then for my turn, well, I could go 3 and 2 to get another 4 victory points, but I might as well, even though I'm already... It looks like I'm miles far and away winning this game. So I'll go ahead and upgrade this dwelling to a trading station, and I'll get 3 victory points for that. So 1, 2, 3. The Autumn is in their last card of the game. So the only question is if they're taking the action or not. They are not, so that's end of the game for them. Which means now I have free reign to try to run up the score if I want, or if I want to try to catch them on the... If I want to try to catch them on the water track, which... I think I do, actually. I think that's probably my best plan right now in terms of raw victory points. So I'll take the action on the brown booster to go up on the water track. Then I'll take a free dwelling placement to place here, because why not? Then I'll send my priest to the... I'll send my priest to the water track, and actually I will catch them on the water track, so I'll gain 2 power for that. Then I am completely tapped out, so that is actually the end of the game. I forgot to give the Autumn their 6 victory points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Heading into endgame scoring, I'm at 74, to the Autumn is 46. So with that, let's move into endgame scoring. Okay, so for endgame scoring, we'll start off with the longest continuous area. So the Automa has a structure of 5 here. I've got a 4 here, a 1 here, a 1 here, 2 here, but my longest is 6. So I get 18 victory points to the Automa's 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, which brings me up to 92. The Automa gets 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to 58. So 92 to 58 right now is where it stands, but we're not done yet. So we'll move to each individual cult track. So first, fire. I won that by a country mile, so I get 8. The Automa gets 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4 for the Automa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me go get the. Where are the? That's not what I wanted to see happen. Here we go. All right, so we're at the 100 victory point threshold right now, and I haven't even gotten to the other tracks yet. So next up is the water track, where we actually tied, and the way I think that works, in Gaia Project I know it works where you split the points, but let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so 2 players, so you add the two highest tiers and then you divide the points. So we both ended up at space 7 on the Cult of Water, so we each get 6 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 for the Automa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then on the Earth track, I actually won that one, so I get 8, the Automa gets 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Automa gets 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the last track is the air track. The Automa gets 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there will be 3 coins for a victory point, except I don't have any coins left. I basically I cleaned myself completely out of coins, but as you can see, it didn't end up mattering in the grand scheme of things. So the final score here, I was playing the Witches, and I ended up with 118 victory points to the Simpletons ending up with 80. This was a rematch from the first time I featured Wednesday night board gaming on the channel, and it was actually Terra Mystica I featured that night as well. I lost that game, so it's actually kind of satisfying to get a little bit of revenge on the Automa from that. But anyway, that will do it for this playthrough of Terra Mystica. Now, based on what I normally play, this is a game I should absolutely loathe. But I really enjoy this one, and there's still a ton of game for me to dig into, especially since I got the big box for this, so I got everything in one shot. Even with just the base game, there's still a lot of game for me to dig into before we get into any of the expansions. But anyway, that's amusing for another day, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Tomorrow, we're going to wrap the Winter Campaign from Arkham Horror, the card game. Sunday, we'll see the epilogue to the Winter Campaign as we play Eldritch Horror. And next week, we're going to start into my Attack Up Wargaming list with a very small book game as we play On to Moscow. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.